Mm-hmm.
So we're down to the last bit of tea.
Yes.
We've been drinking tea.
After we've been
eating cake.
Eating cake.
Yeah. At a COVID mitigated distance, of course.
Of course.
But
always.
You should be celebrating today because your tea and cake is just your sort of build up for your jab. You had it today.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
I think we are at least 9 kittens away from each other.
Yeah, we are. Well, yeah, I reckon it's at least 9 kittens.
At least 9 kittens.
So wow.
Wow, 9.
And yesterday was John Robb's birthday, our old friend. 60 yesterday. John, he looks about 30. He looks younger than me, that's for sure.
He doesn't look 60 at all.
At all. 60. John.
And if you don't know who John Robb is, look him up.
Look him up. He's been a friend of Smikkelbaard and he played, I think possibly, looking back now, there's 3 gigs in Leiden that really stand out in my memory as being like nights that I don't think you could ever have anywhere else.
Yeah.
One of which was the night when we had the Membranes, Las Kellys, and Repetitor play upstairs in the multiplex.
Yeah.
In the long lost dear old Sub 71.
Yeah.
And that was, I think, one of the greatest nights we've ever had in Leiden.
One of them at least.
Yeah. It's top 5. I mean, Another one actually, another gig, and John was amazing that night anyway. Another one was Jacko walking through the door in the Almarkt.
Yeah.
I thought that was another untouchable mad moment. Half his band runs away crying.
Yeah.
Jacko decides that shouting into the microphone doesn't work, so he breaks the microphone and knocks a door off its hinges.
Yeah, it's been way too long to see a live band perform.
Oh.
So
yeah.
we're stuck with memories.
We're stuck with memories, and like one of the last. I mean, like what was the last memory of your gigs? I mean, I know we should be talking about, but fuck it, we'll talk about this. Why not? It's our birthday. We do what we want.
Which was the last show I saw? I think of course, it was the festival.
You saw
Peel Slowly. Peel Slowly.
Yeah.
I saw a whole bunch of things on that festival.
27th of February, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, last week of February.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was the weekend after, because we had the Homesick and Worm, and I was DJing, and that was the 5th. And then on the 6th...
Was that the Homesick sitting down thing?
Sitting down.
I was there as well.
Yeah, you were there. But the night after, I don't know whether you went to JVC, the Scout in Katwijk to go and see Neighbours Burning Neighbours in Howrah.
I think I skipped that one.
Yeah, I was there for that. And that was mind-blowing. That was really good. Just because you had a feeling that... I actually had a very strong feeling that this would be the last time I'd be watching a gig for quite a while. You know what I mean? And it was like a case of everyone else was like really partying really hard in there.
Yeah.
And I think everyone also had in the back of the mind thinking, right, this is gonna be it. This is it. And the Neighbours Burning Neighbours been really good. Harrow, I think it was the first gig in ages, and they're also really good. It was a really nice night.
Yeah.
So that was. But having said that, I did see some gigs in August in Germany, which was really good fun. But seeing those, that was also really weird.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't used to loud noise anymore.
Do you think it's going to be weird seeing a show again?
Well, I found the 2 things I saw, I found it very weird. Yeah, because when I saw, the thing was, because there's not that many in the audience. When I saw also when Belgian Boy and Apnea played Worm, I went to that gig.
Yeah.
And there's like 30 people sat down, and the thing is, it just sounds like, because there's not a lot of people there, you realise what the atmosphere an audience brings to a show.
Yeah.
And because of that, it sounds like a really great or very tense sound check. Because there's not a lot of people, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really noticeable.
And we did see another one. We had the Peel Slowly one at the Culthouse.
Of course you did. Yeah.
With the Avonden and Port of Call and Erie Wanda.
And Erie Wanda, of course, yeah. But again, that was something like...
Yeah, but that was... Yeah. It was a different kind of...
It's different, yeah. And it was also like a case of, sneaking in music where normally music would be front and central. It was like sneaking it in as part of something that was going on elsewhere in that pest house yeah, it was. Yeah, so there you go. So, but I do think I found the experience is really weird.
Yeah.
It's going to be very weird until I think another 6 months until we get back to anything like we had before. If we
I think yeah. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
It will not take 9 years, I hope.
No. No. I think 6 months.
No. Yeah.
And then we'll all have big holes in our arms. And be full of antibodies. Killer. Just like you are now, Marcel. You're full of antibodies.
Yes.
Working fighting hard.
With a extremely good internet reception.
Yeah. Amazing.
I love it.
Wow. There you go. So now we are 9 years old, and it's actually weird when you think back 9 years. That Sugar-Coated Mind Bomb's been the first release, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was back. I mean, just think of a band like Sugar-Coated Mind Bombs. That's like a decade ago, and they'd already been going for something like 20 years, and it's like, fuck, you know, the last. Yeah, so 2012, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
That was just at the beginning of all the things that everyone now is talking about, which is like all the Dutch bands, wasn't it? Like back then, it wasn't really the big thing it is now at all.
No, I think it was the start of something quite funny, and we did our part.
We did.
Because we are at 162.
Shocking.
At least on Friday we are.
At least on Friday, yeah.
It's still Wednesday now.
Still Wednesday now.
Yeah.
And we have, you probably hear this really weird rattling noise Marcel's making. Yeah. Children, is a tape. That's a cassette tape.
Yes. It looks like this.
There you go.
And then you open it. And then something mysterious shows up. It looks like this.
It is.
And then you turn it around and you see stuff here. And you see here, and you put it on your finger, and you spin it, and you put it next to your ear, and you spin this really fast, and you can listen to it.
You can also put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
And it looks like a pretend wallet.
Yeah.
And then people just go, oh, look how much money he's got in his pocket.
Or you can just buy it and put it in your cupboard and just
like most
put
people, trophy people
point to it like, I have one of these.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but it's cool because everybody has it.
I'm going to go to Blocker and get a frame and put it in.
Yeah.
It's on the wall, all these tapes. But yeah, a tape.
A tape. Yeah, we had to do it. Because even like Subroutine started his own tape thing, so now we just had to do it. We should have called it like a dashboard light or something. Dashboard light recordings.
It's dashboard light. It's I do like glove compartments. I do think they're putting some good things out. But yeah, tape. I mean, does that mean that we've got to go to Amsterdam now and wear?
I think we have to go to Utrecht now.
Wear little hats and loafers and look like we're part of the music industry.
Ooh.
You know, like those sort of bucket hats and like wear loafers and like just go, hey, gozer, and all this sort of stuff, and then we're part of the music industry.
Tapes sounds more like a Utrecht thing.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Because you have to put it in your fancy bag.
Your tote bag. And tapes and tote bags and fresh coffee.
Yeah.
Ground coffee, and then you sit there and then have.
Talk about it, not listen to it. Talk about it.
Cream on your coffee, and then talk about it, and then when someone plays something a little bit too loud, you go ooh, and then walk out, and you're going to have a Vietnamese lumpia or whatever it is.
Yes, and this tape is a lot, but not subtle.
So, no, it's not subtle because it's No Future Kids, and
it's No Future Kids. It's like O-Town All Stars.
Incredible. I think
even while we are here in.
We're in Old Town.
We're in Old Town.
I'm going to make a t-shirt called Old Town All Stars. That sounds fantastic.
Old Town, my town.
Old Town, my town. Yeah. No Town. That's like a proper New Order t-shirt. No Town. Yeah, that's actually quite cool.
Yeah.
I have to think about this. I could do the t-shirt like that. But yeah, no Future Kids.
42 tapes available on Friday.
And we know why it's 42, don't we, Mark? Do you want to tell them? Do you want to tell our devoted listeners?
If you don't know, you should ask the No Future Kids.
Mm-hmm. They'll tell you about the time when they fell off, when one of them fell off his stool drumming in Worm. Because that was also...
I seriously doubt that he remembers that.
No, it probably wasn't. No. It's something to do with Indica And you can go look up that Latin word, and then you'll be able to find out what the connection is there. But yeah, it's around that.
Yeah, it's not the answer to the question. It's not the what is it? 42 is also the answer to the meaning of life, of course.
Yeah.
But that's not what this is about.
No.
No future kids are not the meaning of life.
No, they're certainly not that.
But they could be.
Well,
Someday.
Yeah. Someday, the thing is, like they're like one of the famous non-bands in the Netherlands, aren't they? Really, there's one of those things where it became something else and then something else again. But you know what I mean. But No Future Kids is like the base of the cake.
Yeah,
isn't it? These 4 kids or 5 kids or.
And it's a good metaphor for our label, of course. Kids growing up.
Terrible.
Turning 19.
Turning 19. God,
almost like.
I don't want to think about me being 19. I tried to put myself in their shoes. Being 19. And when I was 19, I was watching the Stone Roses and Happy Mondays. So that shows how long ago that was.
Yeah.
And that was on their sort of first album tours and stuff like that. God almighty.
Jesus, you should write a book.
Ha! Yeah, hey, guess what, Marcel? I'm writing a book about my time in the Netherlands in 2000, and we've been talking about that quite a bit.
Yeah.
How much the Netherlands has changed. I mean, these No Future Kids weren't even there.
No.
They weren't even there.
They probably weren't even thinking about them.
No. Their mums and dads weren't even, they might
probably drunk in a bar.
Twinkling the eye. Whereas me, stuck in a caravan surrounded by people on speed from Warsaw in the middle of nowhere in Noordwijkerhout. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh. Times have changed.
They most certainly have. I think this is do you know my friend Rob Scholter, the painter, once told me, he says, hey guy, the Netherlands, it's the ultimate test laboratory for people. And he had this theory that the Dutch state uses so in the 1960s they went as far as possible with liberal values and see how far you could go.
Yeah.
The 70s, I should say.
Yeah.
And whereas now it's like going the other way kind of thing. So we are testing out for whatever it is, cashless futures, Vaxports, you name it, man. So there you go. Be careful, everyone. But I mean, if that's the case, then the country has undergone rapid change in the last 20 years in a way that just what, the big change to me is actually going to a pub and then leaving at 6 in the morning, and then being able to go to another pub that was just opening from 6 till 12, like the Rembrandt. I think the Rembrandt still does that in Leiden, where it used to open at 5, 6 in the morning. The old Beurs, the Kleine Beurs, before it became the Rosa Beurs, that would open at 5, 6 in the morning. It would be full of postmen and fishermen, or people trying to escape their wives. But you'd be leaving a bar at 4, maybe going for some shawarma, and then going to Rembrandt, waiting for the bus back to Noordwijk. Because it was like, I was like, wow, this place never shuts, and that was Leiden. And like, then that's just gone, hasn't it? And nowadays you have to be in bed at 9 o'clock. You have to go to bed, and get on that, or else Mr. Russell will be watching and be sending me a phone call saying, "Go to bed, Richard."
You have to scream from your balcony like, "Come on, kids, go home.
Go home.
Go home to your parents.
Go home to your parents, and then go and make some money off No Future Kids records.
Stop playing football at my house."
I know, exactly. That's right. Get out, get away. Yeah, keep away from my house.
While you're watering your plants.
Yeah, they do quite well this year actually. I'm quite happy with them.
That's
but
good.
Yeah, the balcony it's a bit windy today. It's the 5th of May. It's freezing.
But it's sort of sunny now.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Do you know something else? The birth. John's was yesterday. Today is also Ian McCulloch's at Echo and the Bunnymen. Mm-hmm. He's 62, 63. I can't remember, one of the two. I shouldn't say 21 plus something. And it's Karl Marx's birthday, I think. We're keeping, quite august company here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Doing pretty well. Karl Marx and Ian McCulloch, I'll take that.
We're going towards 10.
Actually, I should check that out.
No.
I'm going to say birthdays, famous birthdays, 5th of May.
Yeah.
Let me just look at this. This is me using one of these handheld computer things that people use. And it tells you everything. Famous birthdays. It's already done it because I've got my auto thing today. Today's birthdays. More. No, it's all these people I've never heard of.
All these young
Adele,
people.
yeah, young people. Anyone under the age of 40. Like, honestly, I've not heard of any of these, right? So I can't help. Oh, right, none of these. Like Remington Leith. Is that a rifle? It's a person.
What?
Okay. Yeah, someone called Hank Green. I don't know. I just Bad CC. Austin Sprints.
Wow.
Oh, someone called T-Wap, right? Next to Karl Marx, right? There's T-Wap. Who's T-Wap?
It's his birthday.
Well, it's his birthday, but he's 23. And anyway, Karl Marx, that's a definite.
Yeah.
So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do famous birthdays on Wikipedia because at least that's a bit older. That's for old people like me.
Yeah, you should be like at least like 40 up to get on a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, and for me to know who you are, because I've got no idea.
Maybe you should do that. Famous people birthday who I know.
Yeah, who I know. Okay, here we go. People of interest. Here we go. Finally, on thisday.com. Oh, it's Adele, the singer Adele. I've heard of Adele. She's young.
Yeah.
I've heard of some young people. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alfonso III, King of Portugal, Rupert, King of Germany. These are 14th, 13th century chaps. Thomas Cecil, First Earl of Exeter. Elizabethan figure. I'm just seeing anyone who you've heard of, and I've.
Oh, do you know?
Heard of?
Do you know who has been dead for 200 years today?
Go on.
Napoleon.
Oh, Napoleon, yeah. Boney was a warrior. Boney was a thief. Well, he deserved it. Got beat at Waterloo. If you go to the battlefield at Waterloo, do you know there's not one memorial commemoration thing to the Duke of Wellington and all the Allied forces? I think 8, 9 nations or sovereignties that fought the French tyranny, and you've got bloody Napoleon busts of Napoleon everywhere, and his big, you know,
probably a tiny one.
They got beat. French got beat. French hegemony over Europe was smashed. Good. Like, finally, the peace of Europe was brought back after ruinous 25, 30 years of war. Stuff you, Napoleon.
Oh. That's why we put you on an island.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can complain to each other.
Exactly. Yeah. So Karl Marx, right? So Karl Marx is like a big fella.
Yeah.
Ian McCulloch. I thought for a minute it said Victor Hackman, which is Victor Hartmann, Russian architect. Hang on, there's got to be some other young uns. Bloody hell, they're all these old fellas. Sylvia Pankhurst, English feminist. Okay, so let's just get into this century because otherwise I'm going to be here all day. There's just two. Hang on, let's get past the 1930s. Then we might have heard of some people.
Oh
no, I've heard of none of these.
I think we're just
talking shit.
We have given up. Okay, let's see what we have. The tape. We have something very like exotic coming up.
Yeah.
Something from Brazil.
Yeah, I really like that. The Brazil thing is really
weird electronics from Brazil.
Weird electronics from Brazil. We've got some fantastic sort of emo core from our resident Bollenstreek soul wizard as well.
Yeah. And we got a present.
What?
A digital present from a guy.
Who from?
He's from Sunderland.
Ah, yeah. So he got in touch. Yeah.
Yes, he got in touch. It's our friend Graham. His project Chlorine.
Oh, Chlorine's it's really good.
And he sent us a digital birthday takeout present.
Fantastic.
And it's really cool.
Oh, I can't wait.
He recorded it while the one time that his neighbors were gone for 15 minutes, and then he started recording stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Richard E. Grant from Withnail and I, the actor. Anyway, go on, carry on.
So we're gonna probably put it up somewhere during the weekend. And like Friday is gonna be the No Future Kids, which is gonna be on the site and on the Smikkel.
I can't wait for all this.
Smikkel Bandcamp, and who knows, maybe the Bandcamp is actually free of charge. I given up on that.
Have you?
Yeah, come on, who cares?
Yeah, you're right.
Just listen to it.
Just listen to it, yeah. There's something called Bridges to Broccoli.
Ooh.
Oh no, broccoli, not broccoli. Sorry.
What, is that a person?
She was an Italian actress, yeah.
Ah.
1960s. I'm up to 1970 now. James Cracknell. I'm not even going to bother.
Next year we'll go into the 80s.
Yeah, but Karl Marx and Ian McCulloch, that's all we've got to know.
All right.
So yeah, we've done that, and then there's one or two things. There might be some radio fun soon.
Yes, we might be...
Can I show them my gold record, Marcel?
Watch out for the flowers.
Watch out for my phrases.
Yes. Bills, what's that?
Jazz
It's super
opera.
nice that you don't actually see anything on this record.
No, you
because
have,
of
to,
the
you have to
light.
sort of catch it like that. But if I sort of... I mean, I'm just doing this to be deliberately annoying.
Yeah, you can do that. You're a master at that.
Carla Bley.
Yeah.
From 1967, I think it is. It's it's basically the Muppets as a jazz opera. I mean,
A Muppets jazz opera.
but it's like by real people, not Muppets.
Are you sure?
Yeah, certain, honest.
Aren't jazz people also kind of Muppets?
They can be. I mean, but and also this one. Look at that for a cover. Wow. I mean, that's, it's not the nicest thing to say during the middle of a pandemic. But like, there you go. That's a really good record.
All right.
That's my friend. But there you go. So that's what we're going to... Carla Bley, we'll be playing that one. That's a nice, more positive thing to end on from us, anyway.
Yes.
So, lovely to speak to you all. We've had a nice piece of cake. We sat here with a nice Russian tea. And we will wish you a very happy 9th Smikkelbaard birthday.
Yes,
from
drink a
both
cup
us.
of tea on us.
Nice cup of tea. It's always good for you.
And enjoy it. And just pick any random record from the Bandcamp and listen to it.
Yeah, do that.
And enjoy.
Enjoy. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.